good, y'all? Back at it, man. As most of you know, CEO Teezy was killed yesterday, or I could say early yesterday morning. Still a lot of weird questions about that. As of late, I was hearing that he had got killed super early Wednesday morning, and his body was left overnight, and then his body was spotted the next morning, yesterday morning. Now, we know that he was connected somehow, some way to young Dolph's death. You know, we don't know if he was one of the shooters. We don't know if he was one of the ones that helped plot. But in my eyes, that doesn't mean that justice is served on behalf of young Dolph. At least not yet. Me personally, I won't be feeling like Dolph or justice is being served on behalf of Dolph until I see Maurice get arrested or something happen with Maurice. I'm not wanting something to happen. I'm not asking for something to happen, but to me, I won't feel like justice is truly being served until we hear something about Maurice, the Cookie Monster, Key Glock. And I'm saying Key Glock because I just don't understand how, just the way he's been moving and acting, the way he was acting before Dolph died and the way he's been acting after Dolph died, it's just been totally sus. You know, even the media fooled us. They fooled the public, making everybody think that Key Glock was rushing out of Memphis, rushing all his yellow cars out of Memphis because of the shocking death of Dolph, and he was feeling like, and they made it seem like he was fearing for his life. But then word has it that wasn't, well, allegedly some people feel like that, or some people claim that video of all his vehicles being towed out of the city was pre-recorded, but it's misleading for the public, the news, and TMZ, but mainly the Memphis news stations showing Key Glock's vehicles leaving Memphis the same night that Dolph was killed. Why would they do that? Are they running a play on us? They trying to confuse us, trying to make us feel like, oh, Key Glock has nothing to do with it. Now he's more suspect to me, because not even a week or two later, he goes back to Memphis. If he was so feared for his life, why would he go to the crime scene, the very place of business that Dolph was killed at, Makita's? Why would Key Glock go right to Makita's and shoot a music video if he was so fearful for his life? He apparently was not fearful that the hitters that took out Dolph was going to take him out. So I truly believe that it was an inside job, allegedly, between PRE and CMG. They all worked together to get Dolph up out of here because of the jealousy and envy they had towards him. He was too successful, and he was not compromised by any of these clowns. And he tried to help a lot of these dudes. All these dudes that he put on the PRE, he tried to help them and guide them and give them some, maybe some financial advice, and give them some tips on how to make their money last and make it so, make some passive income. But these dudes, a lot of these youngsters, they are day to day. The way they live their life is day to day. They want it today. They're not worried about tomorrow. They're not worried about the future. They're not trying to build and make investments and decisions for the future. They're making investments and decisions for right now. And a lot of people, and a lot of these youngsters, I believe, that were under Dolph's umbrella, they didn't have patience for what Dolph was trying to get them to do. And Key Glock is one of those clowns, in my opinion, who just wanted the fame. He got so sick and tired of living in the shadow of Dolph, so he was willing to participate and give whatever information he could, or even give the drop of where Dolph is, just to get himself to the level he wanted to be at. But I bet you he realized now it ain't as sweet, it ain't as greener as he thought it was on the other side. But Maurice, the Cookie Monster, even Dolph's brother, I won't feel like there's some justice being served on behalf of Dolph until we start seeing start hearing some kind of information about his brother. Because I'm very suspicious of this dude. I don't give a damn if that's his blood brother or not. If you were with Dolph, how does Dolph get shot over 22 times? You don't get shot not one time, but you were standing right next to him. And then, why would the shooters not shoot you? Why would they just target Dolph, but give you a pass? But then you have time to go get a Draco from somewhere, and then you're on. All we see is a still picture of you in all black with these super skinny tight jeans on. So you clearly couldn't run in them damn things. And you're supposedly returning fire towards the Mercedes Benz. They claim somebody died, but that could be all a made up story. We don't know nothing about that. Somebody getting shot in that car that Dolph's brother was shooting at, and they dropped the young man at the hospital and he later died. That could just be a made up story to just try to distract us from finding out the real truth behind what Dolph's brother was really doing. Also, I won't feel like there's real justice until something happens with Yo Gotti and Black Youngster, because I do feel like they allegedly dropped a big bag to get Dolph up out of here. Snoop bands, all these goofies, man. The whole PRE, I feel like they all set Dolph up. They all banded together, formed some kind of meeting to get Dolph up out of here, and they convinced themselves that allegedly Dolph being dead is more helpful to them and more beneficial to their careers than Dolph being alive, because they felt like Dolph was keeping them on the shelf. They felt like Dolph was making them wait, and they wanted the fame and the money right away, not just a nice little icy chain and, you know, a couple of little trinkets and a couple of little dollars in their pocket. They really wanted some millions, but you got to earn those millions. You can't just think just because you got signed or put on by someone who's a multi-millionaire that you think, oh, it's your turn and you should have the same thing. You got to grind for it. He earned that. But anyway, man, I guess I should say rest in peace to CEO Teezy. And my condolences to his family. But to his family, you know, CEO Teezy, you can't mock a man's death. You can't be trying to clout chase off a man's death and think nothing ain't gonna happen to you. But Dolph is not gonna ever rest in peace. He is not gonna rest in peace until justice is served. Rest in peace to young Dolph, and I hope there's a chain reaction of events that happen to where a lot of people will be brought to justice. However,